public facilities and improvements with Community Development Block Grant Funds. Construction, how to successfully complete your project. Prior to breaking ground, the grantee should establish a clear chain of command to ensure proper oversight of the project. Project roles can vary. However, the grantee typically acts as a team leader and is responsible for enforcing all federal requirements and monitoring the budget and all work. The project architect or engineer monitors the contractor's work to ensure that it meets the technical specifications, payment requests are accurate, and the work is of good quality. Sometimes, grantees can hire a separate inspector or clerk of the works to oversee day-to-day construction. This inspector is responsible for being on site daily, keeping a journal of site conditions and activities, and communicating with the grantee and project architect or engineer when issues arise. There are numerous considerations for effective project management during construction. The grantee or its agent must ensure that the project progresses in an efficient and effective way. This includes financial oversight and inspections of the work. The project complies with all applicable regulations, and adequate records and documentation are kept. For example, job site notices must be posted and wage reports reviewed and filed. The project stays on schedule and within budget. The contractor should update the schedule frequently, and the grantee should check in with the inspector to forecast the expenditure of funds. Communication with team members and the public is regular and ongoing. Grantees should make every effort to notify the community of project milestones through distributing leaflets door-to-door or by posting regular project updates to their website. Grantees are responsible for the financial accountability, project management, and compliance matters of their public facilities and improvements projects. Procedures to ensure financial accountability should include reviewing and approving the contractor's schedule of values or unit pricing, discussing inconsistencies in values with the project architect or engineer, ensuring written approval of work change orders. All change orders must be signed by the contractor and grantee. Ensuring that contractor payment and performance bonds and insurance certificates remain current. Manage federal labor standards compliance tasks. Monitor for Davis-Bacon compliance, review certified payrolls, verify information through job site interviews, and ensure contractor compliance. Ensure that you have documentation of payments and other required sign-offs. Retain records and all applicable documentation in accordance with regulatory requirements. It is good practice to retain permanently a full set of drawings that document the project as completed, also known as as-built, in the public works or building departments. The grantee should regularly oversee the project's progress by making frequent inspections at the worksite. During these visits, you should discuss the project with your inspector in order to be aware of current or pending issues. Best practice dictates that the grantee or inspector maintain a project log that records daily activity on site and construction progress. Signage and postings are an integral component of the job site, and for significant projects within the community, a project sign that describes the project, funding sources, and key players may be posted. Additionally, labor standards compliance, equal employment opportunity, worker site safety postings, and detour or warning signs need to be maintained and visible at the site. During site visits, the grantee should examine the work site to ensure that conditions provide for adequate worker and site safety. Prior to issuing final payments to the contractor, in addition to securing all authorized sign-offs, be sure to obtain as-built drawings and other end-of-project considerations, suppliers for replacement parts, operating and maintenance manuals, etc. Manufacturer warranties, certificate of completion, lien waivers from subcontractors and materials suppliers. Also, resolve any federal labor standards and wage rate issues prior to final payment. Project completion signifies the symbolic turnover of the project to the community. A ribbon cutting or dedication is one way to both thank the community for its efforts and patience during construction and to illustrate the benefits of CDBG investment. Recording accomplishments is a key component to closing out activities. Key steps include completing required reporting to funders and documenting a project's impact, such as before and after photos and statistics that describe the project accomplishments. Here's a tip. Program managers can create short project descriptions with key details and photos. This will be useful for elected officials and partners who want to publicize the accomplishments. Check out the CDBG Project Profiles website on the HUD Exchange for examples and to create a project profile for your own project. Measuring a project's impact can assist with future public facilities planning by helping grantees better understand conditions that enable projects to succeed. Metrics related to impacts also provide useful information to HUD and elected officials to demonstrate the valuable role of CDBG funds in community infrastructure investments. Grantees should measure the impact of their investments. For example, you may want to measure the linear feet of roadway replaced or the number of persons with new or improved access to water and sewer. Furthermore, grantees may want to describe the outcomes of their improvements, such as greater pedestrian traffic in a business district or fewer children with elevated lead levels from contaminated drinking water. Thanks for watching. To continue viewing, click the summary video below.